Welcome to ProH2R. In this video, you will walk through the different modules of ProH2R and its usage. Once you log in into your account, you can see all the modules of the ProH2R. The left side is the menu toolbar. Let us now take you through the modules one by one. You can start with the organization setup. Click the tab on the left and you see the various sub-modules of the organization. You can start with uploading your company logo. Now you update the organization profile. Go into the location tab and you can create various offices of the company. You can add the authorized signatory of the organization. You can change these details anytime you wish. Next, go to the section Company Policies. You can upload various companies' policies and templates like compliance policy, sexual harassment policy, mandatory trainings, leave policy, expense policy, etc. You can create different categories of document types and the employees can upload their documents in their respective categories for example grades, national identification card, passport, etc. The entire application is built using a template structure wherein you can create custom templates to apply to your entire organization or a specific set of employees. Create a letter template by assigning the footer, header and the body of the letter. The letter could be a joining letter, offer letter, letter of appointment or a reprimand. You can have pre-decided authorized signatory, as for specific letter formats. A physical/soft copy record of all these letters can be maintained by the company as well as the employee. This downloaded sample shows the letter generated through the module. View the yearly calendar and create your company holidays. You can mention the type of holiday, for e.g., we have mapped and assigned flexi type to all the holidays. Add a new holiday, we just added the Christmas holiday. Go to the employee section where you can add a new section to the employee profile. To make a point, we have already added the basics, address and bank details. For demo purposes we are adding the finance category which would be mapped to an employee field later. When you set up your employees, you can allow access permissions to a particular employee with limited or full access. Further, you can choose the rights which the employee needs to be given even in limited access. You can scroll down and choose the modules of which the access needs to be given to the limited access employee. In the given example we have allowed Ms. Angeli, an employee of the company, to use only limited modules of the tool as an administrator. Next, we take you to the employee tree. You can have a hierarchy view of the organization. You can collapse or expand on the employee box and view the team the employee heads. One of the most critical challenges is to manage the assets of the company. You just need to define the asset categories, and give it a name and description. For tracking, you can give these assets an identification label, like serial number, model number, etc. and then map it to company's asset. From the employee directory you can add a new or old employee to the organization. You can add the employee details and the person would be added to the organization. You can bulk upload your existing employees through a simple Excel format that can be downloaded from the tool itself. The concerned employee would get an email which will initiate them to join the portal by signing in it. The next critical function is to upload the salary structure of the employees. We offer you a easy-to-manage Excel format to do that. You can download the Excel, fill in the employee details and then upload on the portal. View the calendar where you can view and add the company's milestones, birthdays and upcoming anniversaries. This helps you create an employee connect. One of the biggest pain areas is attendance management. ProH2R offers you the flexibility of creating multiple attendance templates based on your business operations. In the General Settings section, you can assign the regularization request reasons to one or a group of specific employees. Create general templates of attendance by creating your own labels, minimum hours required and other fields mentioned in the form. These templates once created can be assigned to a different set of employees. The next step is the creation of the working shifts. These shifts can be created as per your business and then assigned to the employees. Based on the employee job profile and timings, you can assign specific templates to one or a group of employees. Another important aspect is attendance records. The employee's attendance can be viewed based on the rights and privileges of his managers. Attendance exceptions have been given a different color code for clear demarcation. By clicking on the pointer in the Actions section, one can view the attendance of the employee individually. There could be genuine scenarios of employees missing marking their attendance. The employees can raise a regularization request. The admin has the right to approve and reject these requests. The next module is the Leave module. General Settings in this section. This section allows you to make changes in the general settings by filling in the various parameters. You can further define the leave category, as like sick leaves, vacations or casual leaves. By filling in various info required, you can create a leave category. Once the leave category is defined, then you can design a template for the same. You need to define per sets of certain rules in this template, and then these can be assigned to various or particular sets of employees. You can even define the kind of leaves which will be applicable to a particular set of employees. The next is Leave application. Here you can apply for leave as an admin for a particular employee. The next is Leave grant. Here you can apply for comp off as an admin for individual or multiple employees. In this section, you can view the leave balance of the desired employees by selecting him or her. The next module is the Expense management. In the Settings section, you can define the expense category by providing the label for that particular expense. The next step is creation of the template. Here the level of approval, expense type and limits for each of expense types can be defined. The next is mapping the employees to the predefined template created in a previous step. The next section is the expense reports. Here you can select the employees and view his or her expense report and also add expense for individual employee. The next module is alerts. In this one can view the setup issues, and in the pending requests section, one can see all the pending requests of the various requests made. The next one is one of the most important modules, which is payroll. Here you can do the general settings of this module. Here you need to decide the various allowances and deductions of the payroll and their components. The various allowance can be fixed variables and so on. The next step that we take is defining the templates. One needs to fill in the various allowances and deductions for this template and select the corresponding field against it. The next step is creating the payroll for employees. Once you have filled in the salary details of the employees, it auto-manages deductions on account of excess leave and advances if any, and allows you to create the payroll for a particular month. The last section for this module is running the payroll for a month. You can choose the month for running the payroll for the organization. You can also choose the list of employees for which the payroll needs to be generated. You can also view the detailed structure of the employees by scrolling down the screen. Next, process the payroll for selected employees. You can also hold the payroll processing for particular employees. Once you have set up the payroll for a particular month, you can trigger an approval request for this payroll after it's run. The administrator can view and download the pay slips by selecting the individual employees in case of physical distribution of pay slips. Alternatively, employees themselves can download their pay slips after logging into their account. The next section is separation. You can define various separation types. Once the separation type is decided, you move on to the list of exit interviews which you want the employee to answer while separating from the organization. The next is the separation template, which is defined with the given details like the term of notice period, level of approvals required, and so on. Once the template is defined, you can assign it to the respective employees. In case of employees resigning, you can view all the separation requests and also check the approval, rejection, or on hold status of same. The statuses are predefined in different colors. Different employees can also be mapped to a particular separation type. The dashboard gives you a bird's-eye view of your organization and details out the status of employees, leave and attendance report, and internal job posting. The view of the module is highly customizable and flexible. Insights are the key to capturing all complex operational data and represent in the most simplistic manner to provide an overview of the organization in multiple streams. ProH2R captures all this in detail, covering every aspect. You have an option to select from a range of predefined reports related to organization, employee, finance, payroll, expenses, etc. that the admin or leadership roles can view. You may even choose to create your own custom report under any of the heads through a simple process of adding a report category and then mapping it to a predefined report and then assigning it to entire user base or to the selected user base. You also have the option of editing and deleting these reports according to the organization's requirements. Thanks for watching.